The listing looked like a mistake. 5 acres of forest land for $2. No inspections. No bidding. No explanation. Daniel Hayes stared at the screen for a long time, waiting for the catch to appear. But there wasn't one. No hidden fees. No legal warnings, just silence. After years of drifting between cities, Daniel wanted something simple, quiet, a place where his thoughts could finally rest. His loyal German shepherd, Shadow, needed space too, somewhere to run, somewhere peaceful. The seller didn't smile when they met. He didn't make eye contact. He slid the deed across the table and muttered, "Don't go digging. Don't ask questions. Once it's yours, don't come looking for me." Daniel laughed it off. People were strange. Land deals were stranger. But the moment Daniel unlocked the rusted gate and stepped onto the property, Shadow stopped. The dog's ears shot up. His tail dropped. His body stiffened like stone. "Easy, buddy," Daniel said softly. Shadow didn't move. He wasn't staring at an animal. He wasn't reacting to a sound. He was watching the forest itself, eyes locked between the trees as if something unseen had shifted. Then Shadow growled, not loud, not aggressive. Low and uncertain like a warning. Daniel had never heard that sound before. The cabin sat deeper inside the land, weathered but standing. Old wood, closed shutters, quiet in a way that felt unnatural. Even the birds were gone. As Daniel walked closer, the air changed. The forest felt colder, heavier, as if it was holding its breath. That's when a man stepped out from behind the trees. Older, thin, nervous eyes darting everywhere except Daniel's face. "You bought this land?" the man asked. Daniel nodded. "Just today." The stranger swallowed hard. "Then you shouldn't be here after sunset." Before Daniel could respond, the man turned and disappeared back into the woods. Shadow barked once sharp, urgent. Daniel tried to reason with himself. Old land, old stories, nervous locals. Still, Shadow refused to enter the cabin. Instead, he paced the back of the property, circling the same patch of ground again and again, sniffing, whining softly. Then he started digging. "Shadow, stop," Daniel said, kneeling beside him. The dog clawed faster, dirt flying. Seconds later, his paws hit something solid, wood. Daniel brushed away the soil, revealing a square outline. Boards, old, buried on purpose. A rusted chain lay coiled beneath them. This wasn't debris. It was hidden. Daniel didn't open it. Something about the place felt wrong, not dangerous, just deeply unsettling. Like a memory someone tried to bury but never erased. As the sun dipped lower, the forest grew unnaturally still. Daniel made a decision. He locked the gate, loaded Shadow into the truck, and left. That night, he couldn't sleep. Shadow stayed pressed against him, alert, ears twitching at every sound. The next morning, Daniel called the county office. The land had history. Decades ago, it had been owned by someone who vanished. No crime, no explanation, just abandoned property and unanswered questions. Locals avoided it. Not out of fear, but out of respect for something unresolved. Daniel returned one last time, not to explore. To close things properly, he covered the buried hatch, marked the land for conservation use, donated it back to the county under one condition: no development. Some places weren't meant to be disturbed. As Daniel walked away, Shadow finally relaxed. For the first time, his tail lifted. That night, Daniel understood something important. The land wasn't cursed. It was warning anyone willing to listen. And Shadow had listened first.